What if we took the flag of Colorado,
Okay.
adopted the C, put it onto a jersey?
Okay. All right. But
Then we put a triangle around
my God, Jensen, you've done it. Let's take an early lunch. We hit the golf course. Next on Ugly Thirds.
Welcome back to another episode of Ugly Thirds. Today's topic is the Colorado Avalanche seating stripes. John and Shrems, take it away.
I don't get it. Why the triangle?
Because a previous team did a better version that's more flaggy.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they're not going back. So, Phil, if you would go to the slide, if you don't know Colorado's state flag,
Oh, that one.
yes, that one. It is extremely popular. It is huge out there. And the Avalanche are shying away from it-ish for reasons I don't understand. So the Colorado Rockies were the Kansas City Scouts, and then they moved in '82 to become the New Jersey Devils. So this is kind of owned by the Devils. While it is a great logo on its own, it's also about as static as you can get. Like, it's a mountain. It's unmoving.
Fair.
Now, I do think that... Well, go ahead.
I said, what if we italicize the mountain
Yes.
and then add some clouds
Motion.
moving out of the area?
It's a rushing mountain. No, I think that Colorado is it's the lowest hanging fruit that I can't believe nobody's done. You do a blue jersey with a white stripe and the big C logo right in the middle of it,
Boom.
and sell all the money.
Yeah.
All the money.
You get all the money.
You get all the money.
Sell all the money.
Sell all the money.
What Phil's wearing is exactly what a third should be.
It's the closest to it. It's the Reverse Retro 2, I believe. And the
Yes.
stripes are based on the original 90s stripes. It's a little darker than the state flag colors, but not a lot.
You know what it is. No, by looking at it, you know what it is.
Oh, like a
Despite
question
the
mark.
darkness.
Yeah, no, it's the state flag, and but again, the flag has a midriff stripe, blue jersey, white midriff stripe, C, done, Avalanche logo,
Bam.
done. I don't know why. Instead, they do this, which is Illuminati. Okay, so couple things. First, what the hell is this? We are ranking all of the teams by conference. We already did the East, and the point is that we are putting them in a bracket. That bracket, you, the viewer, will vote on each of the matchups to figure out who is the best current look in the NHL. So going from best to worst, where are the current Colorado Avalanche? Now there's talk of a throwback third jersey. That's not going to be included in this. We're talking about current until it's official, and on the ice, it doesn't matter. So we're working within 24-25.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
Glazed over.
I'm glazed over.
Now we have the third, which you've already talked about a bit.
Yep.
We have the home. Phil, could you look when they switched to these? 2021? 22?
And can you also pull up the slide with the thing at the same time? Can you
I mean,
do
it
that?
could.
And then we'll talk about the white jersey that none of us own, that Phil swears he owns but doesn't.
I only own one Avalanche jersey. I gotta
Yeah,
change
you gotta
that.
work on that.
I'll work
That's
on
that's a
one.
bit much.
What are we looking up again?
When did they switch to these?
2017.
Oh, it was an Adidas switchover. That's quite the upgrade for Adidas, because this was the Reebok one, and it's
Yeah, Adidas.
bad.
Well, so Adidas took over, 2017?
yeah.
17,
So
18.
from Reebok home, there was no hemline. Added the
To-
mountains again. And the third disappeared at the beginning.
And then came
It
back.
came
the next
back
year.
in 2018.
They never should have.
And
That could have stayed.
It's been there ever since.
All right. And then as soon as you're able, let's look at the white jersey.
Nope.
That's not it.
That is it.
That's it. So, white might be better. I know there was a big effort. They wanted to exercise black from the color scheme.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a real downgrade, honestly. And you see it most with the blue numbers in that white jersey. If you could one more time. It's just something I don't like about it. I really don't like about it.
I'm very ho-hum about this look. I don't think the third is the greatest. I'm pretty meh about it. I like the color that they evoke. I like the blue base. I like the burgundy. But this could be better.
I think this was one of the best looks of all time. I think that, okay, could you say it's a little 90s? Sure. It's certainly of its time. But you have over-shoulder stripes is a common thing that goes about as far back as you can. The Brooklyn Americans had an over-shoulder stripe. To take that and subtly turn it into a mountain range is one of the greatest elements of storytelling and jersey design ever. Like, that should be in the textbook for how to do this. That's what you do. It is a subtle nod. The stripes are all mountains, and it works. The other thing is they took two very dark colors. It's a dark blue and a dark burgundy, and you separate it with both black and white. So you don't even register how close those two colors are.
Yeah.
Whereas here, especially on TV, it becomes hyper aware how dark both colors are.
Yeah.
Here, to contrast, it is a much subtler stripe. If you don't even grab Phil's Adidas one, because I know people are going to be... I wanted this one for the font. But, okay, well, it's there. People would be like, well, it's different on the Adidas versus the Fanatics, and it's not.
We're looking at 6 of the same jersey right now.
That it is... The mountains are so much more subtle than they are on this. There is some proper peaks and valleys happening there where it's just not here. The gray does not measure up. Down here, it's about the same. It might be a little less, but it's certainly it doesn't pop near as much as the white and black does.
Yeah.
And then if I make... could you flip that one around while I flip this one around? It's not even close. Is this a better font? Sure. But a better look than how that is? No. 100% no. So they're chasing after the past and did worse. This is a team where if they went with a proper throwback, I'd probably be happier. Well, with one exception. The Yeti feet, no one has ever explained the Yeti feet. And I think that's, like, you want to talk about cryptids? That was just there without explanation, unmentioned for 20 years.
First of all, it's Bigfoot.
So
we're going to start there.
Sorry.
But I don't know if people are going to look at the Avalanche to this level of detail.
I do think the mountain stripe is, but...
You may think so, but people kind of look at these and be like, these are all essentially the same jersey.
Yeah.
But for this experiment here, we have to break it down to this minute detail because it is different. So to what you're saying, somebody came to you and said, I'm going to do a jersey of blue, black, white, and maroon. You're going to look at them like they're crazy.
Yeah.
But they got it. And they figured it out from the get-go. So, to what you're saying, the gray does not do this any justice whatsoever.
Oh, it also plateaus here where it went and peaked there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the little things that Colorado has done has kind of been a downgrade.
I like the C itself. It's the C from the flag, and they change the only place you'll find black on this jersey is a puck in the middle. It's not the sun; it's a puck.
Good.
But they took black out of the rest.
Yeah.
When they added black to the secondary logo. And then I think this third jersey is just so dark and so dull. When you have those from your past, and you did a blue version of that was flawed because it had no hemline stripes because Reebok.
Oh, the blueberry?
The blueberry. Why aren't you going back to one of those?
Yeah.
I think this logo, though, is one of the best of all time. It should never change. Avalanche is dynamic. If you have a mountain that's also an A, you have snow rushing down, and at the bottom is a puck. What more do you want from a logo?
Yeah, you got everything.
It's balanced. It tells a story. The name is there. It's a perfect logo. And considering where they might have ended up, when they moved from Quebec, Do you know what the leading team name was?
Mm-mm.
The Rocky Mountain Extreme. With no E at the front. Extreme.
Ooh, that's like ESPN2. Like the first couple years of trying to be super edgy.
And some of those concepts have leaked of what they were going to do, and it's bad.
Ooh.
It's bad.
Glad we
So
didn't do
the
that.
fact that they pivoted, and you know what part of the thing was? I don't remember what they were. I think the original colors were going to be burgundy and green,
Oh.
and a printer screwed up, and when it came out of the printer, it looked more blue than green, and they said, you know what, that's perfect.
Could you imagine, like, Gary Bettman in 1997 being like, congratulations to the Rocky Mountain Extreme?
And instead they went to this.
If they won the Stanley Cup as the Rocky Mountain Extreme, you would have seen a lot more, like, edgy, like, inceptions.
That pivot in timelines.
Minnesota Wild, WYLD, like, we avoided catastrophe.
Oh yeah, and it would have just been like crazy zigzag things instead of trees. But we gotta rank it. Look, if it's this original jersey, you're talking up there. I'm putting it up there past Vancouver if it's the original look, but it's not. It's a dishwater version of it.
The downgrades really are a detriment, and this is not what
It's
it
not
could
good.
be. No. Somewhere in here, I
I like Minnesota better. I think Minnesota has
finally some love for Minnesota.
Minnesota has a perfect white jersey and a throwback that shouldn't exist but looks amazing, and that is objectively better than this. Honestly, is it worse than the Preds?
What are they, Golden Lights right now?
Yeah. I mean, it's bright. It's the opposite. How dull this is versus how bright Nashville is.
Do it. Put them down there.
Is it worse than the Kings?
I like the Kings.
So, I mean, look, it is a good looking. It's very plain, but it's sparkly. It's a bad logo. This is a much better logo. This is a better jersey. And I'm starting to. What do you think?
It's not going to go. And now slide this back down.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a better look than that.
This definitely has more thought in it
Yeah.
than this does.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
okay. It slid, but we found a way to stop it.
Okay.
We're one team away from finishing this.
Good.
Wow.
Good.
Okay. Thank you for the viewers who managed to stay on. He's Shrems. I'm John. Phil, take us out.
I don't know how to top that, but okay.
Good.
Have you ever topped this?
No. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Ring the bell to get notifications when we post new videos, and come back for another episode of Ugly Thirds.
Well, he really hit a second wind like 2 words in. Like I became loud and boisterous and like
Second win.
enjoying life
Phil?
again.